there, Too Many Tamales. I love this book. It's one of my fun stuff. I need to get my desk cleaned off because it's a mess. Look at these things. These are so cute. So one of my students came in and he was like, I got presents for you. So good morning. It is Monday, November 26th. And you know what the funny thing is? I actually fixed the calendar so that when I came in today, I would have it. Because I have not been here the entire week. I purposely did not. I try to get everything done so I did not have to come in. So I need water though, because I need to water my plants here in a second. So, but this week here, we're getting ready to start Too Many Tamales. So that's going to be exciting. That's not the book. There, Too Many Tamales. I love this book. It's one of my favorites to read during this time of year. So I'm going to get ready to put out all my Christmas books, or like, yeah, I guess they're Christmas, I would consider them. Because I do winter also, like after December, like in January time, when we come back from break. Yeah, I don't even know where to start. Like it's been weird. Like I've been gone for a week. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start at. Yeah, the book that we got, the companion piece, came from this lady here. It's something in Kinder. I can't remember the name of her store. But they're really cute. And they have like, you can do like anchor charts, and we have like little worksheets. They have the vocabulary cards, which I need to get cut out. And I have duty today, so I need to get like a ton of stuff going so I can finish doing my dudes. I'm actually gonna call it a little early today on this so that I can get stuff ready to make sure I'm ready for these kiddos. I'll talk to you guys more after school. I think we have a staff meeting today, but I'll talk to you guys after that and just kind of let you know how it's gonna go. Because I haven't even looked to make sure that I have, like, I know everything's ready for today, but today we're doing the think before you read. So we'll do all that. We'll also do like a little thing about tamales to like talk about like what they are and what do we know about them type thing. And like maybe traditions, family traditions and stuff. So, and then this is our interactive notebook. We're doing time to the hour, and we're introducing our spelling words today, which are, I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm not doing very good at this, I'm sorry. Let's see, we're also gonna be practicing our daily 5 today, so hopefully that's not gonna be a mess since they haven't had daily 5 for a whole week. But it looks like we are doing the FR, CR, BR consonant blends this week. Oh, we're ordering objects by length. So I need to get that unit out because I think I usually do that one from Envision because it's like a super easy one to do. So I'll do that, and then I need to pull out a game for the kids to do, or some kind of math work for my kids to do at my table. Let me see what they have on Moby Max. Let's see what kind of like what kids are working on. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to it just so that I'm not rushed. So just quickly, I'm gonna tell you about my day. It was a good day. We came back, the kids were, I mean, for the first day back, it was really good. Kids were a little talkative, but not too bad. I think they're much better than they were before break. So that was nice. So we got all of our stuff done that we were trying to get done. So really not a bad Monday for coming back from break. But we did have a staff meeting this afternoon. So I spent most of my time in there, and it's now 3:40, so I am heading home. So I'm just grabbing all my stuff so I can go home. I don't have any of, I have nothing done. I have like SAT meetings on Wednesday that I have like none of the paperwork really done for, but I will try to get it done tomorrow morning. I'll put it on my list of to-dos. But I was actually very pleased. I don't know, it's only the Monday back, they may be exhausted and tired and whatever. There was a point though where I was asking them about tamales because we're getting ready to read Too Many Tamales, and they were like looking at me like I was speaking Chinese or something and they didn't understand it. And they were like, I'm like, tamales. And they're like, the one boy goes, oh, the things that have the big seed inside of them. I'm like, it's an avocado, not quite a tamale. And I was like, no, they have like, and I was trying to explain to them, they were just like so lost. They had no idea what I was talking about. We've never had one. I don't know what they are. So I was like, fine, let me get on Google. So we looked it up, And they were like, oh, those are tamales. Yeah. Does anybody make them? Yeah, my grandma makes them. My mom makes it. Like, everybody's like, I'm like, dude, you knew what a tamale was. I don't know. But it was funny, though. They were like, I don't know. If they were just sitting there staring at me like I was crazy. And I'm like, you know this stuff. So, but I'll talk to you guys later. So I bought this jacket, or this like hoodie thing at Just a Penny a while back. And it's weird because the zipper is on the wrong side. So it's backwards to the way it's supposed to be. Good morning. It is Tuesday and I put my tripod away already, so I put my camera on top of a Kleenex box, so hopefully that will suffice for today. And I can't believe I totally forgot to do Coffee Talk Monday yesterday. So let's get that going. So it is time for Coffee Talk Monday on Tuesday. Cue the intro. All right, welcome to Coffee Talk Monday on Tuesday. I can't believe I forgot to do that yesterday. But today's I was doing more self-care stuff. On this one here, I was actually looking on Wanderlust, like the website, I guess. I don't know how I got to it. It might have been on Pinterest or something, who knows. And I was looking and they had a thing that talked about like how to properly do self-care or like some tips for it. And one of them I thought was a really good one. And it's one that I kind of do, not to the extent that, you know, like I'm not crazy about it, but I do it. And it is writing down like things that you're grateful for, or things that, I don't want to describe this, that are like working for you. So maybe like you can have some kind of journal. You can even just do it in your head. I mean, like, no one ever said you had to write this stuff down, but you can, you know, just have every day, just write down at least one thing that went well that day or that you're grateful for. You know, like in a lot of planners, I'm just thinking, like, even in my planner, I have a space that has a spot for me to write down things that I'm grateful for. And I think the teacher planner doesn't have that, but it does have a space in the back of each section that has notes. So you can use that as your grateful thing, and you can just write your numbers down, like make a list of 1 through 30 or whatever is the number of days you have in that month. But yeah, just write them down, like just do a list, and each day just write down one thing that you're grateful for or that has gone well. And then when you're having those days that are just awful, you can always go back and look at those and go, oh yeah, I remember that day. And maybe you can even think about what worked well for that day. So maybe you started off your day with a positive attitude and you're like, you know what, let's try that again. That's another tip for you on self-care. So write down, or even just think about things that you're grateful for each day. Just sit for a minute and think about something that went well that day or that you're grateful for. I have SAT stuff I need to get done, so I need to start working on that pretty soon. Fun stuff. I need to get my desk cleaned off because it's a mess. I was able to, like, for some reason, like, we have ordered some more paper clips, and I was running low on them. So I happened to be inside of our data room where we do our data meetings and stuff at, and like our PLCs, and they had a box of them. So I was just like, well, you have other ones here. Oh, whoops, there was staples in there too. I didn't see that. Yeah, I was just like, are you serious? There's no paper clips? But they had like another jar that had paper clips in them. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do half a box of paper clips because I need them. I use them all the time. And where they all go, I don't know. I'm pretty sure my kids are making little like shanks out of them or something. They say they're lock picks, but looks like a weapon to me. I don't know. Several of them that have these, they take the paper clip and stretch it out this way. So I have to take it away from them all the time because I'm like, no, that's a weapon, basically. They're like, no, it's a lock pick. What lock are you picking? Where are you gonna pick a lock at? I'm guessing because I'm like horrible about things. I walk around my room and I just like leave stuff laying all around everywhere. I'm just like, oh, whatever, I don't like care. And then half the time I never know where it's at, and I have to ask the kids, where did I do with this? This class here obviously does not pay attention because they never know where I put things at. My class last year was like, it's over there. Oh, nope, it's over there. You put it over here. Like they knew exactly where everything was. This class here never knows. You know, it's so weird that I'm so used to having like the kids know where I put stuff at all the time. But today for our reading, we are doing some more of the Too Many Tamales. So today are our comprehension questions. So I'll ask them these questions. I'm not going to, actually, you know what I'm thinking I'm gonna do? Is I'm gonna pick one of the questions, and because we haven't been using our interactive notebook for reading as much because we don't really have, I can't find any interactive notebooks to go along with the stuff that we're learning. So because we're in the middle of blends, and the one that I had that had blends, I've already done, and so I don't really want to keep, I don't know. So I thought that what I could do is pick one of the questions, and they have to write and illustrate a page inside their book referring to one of the questions. So I think that's what I'm going to do today for that one. But there's a whole bunch of questions like, what are Maria and her mother making? You know, those kind of things. So this one here I think is a really good one for my first graders. Why do you think Maria wanted to wear the ring? So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little star next to it. So I'm going to do that one. That is what we're going to be doing with that. And then we're also going to be setting up, I need to get it set up though, or not setting up, I need to get it set up myself. This thing here, so it goes at the top of your anchor chart and it says story elements, and you can make it all crazy and cattywampus or whatever. But you have the two things that say story elements. So anyways, that'll go at the top. And then I'm going to put down these things here that have like the characters, setting, the problem, and the solution. And then we'll work through and figure it all out. And then for their blends, they're putting their spelling words into ABC order, which last week was a big old mess because there were so many of them that had, like, the first three letters were exactly the same, and the kids were having such a hard time with it, which we've gone over so many times, but it was still like, they were like, I don't get it. They were putting, like, they'll put down the first B, like B-R-I, and they'll be like, B-R-I, okay. And then they would skip it and go up to another letter, and I'm like, no, you still have two more words you gotta finish. So I'll just make sure that I'm checking them as I'm going. That's what I do. So. And it was funny though, because at the time when they were doing this, I have a teacher observing me too. I'm like, welcome to first grade. They got it one day and they forget it the next. Today we're gonna be measuring using cubes. So I need to get those out and get those ready. And then we're doing some more time to the hour. So they're gonna cut up the digital clocks, glue them with the analog clock, and they get to pick where they put them, so they can put them anywhere, and then they have to show the time on the analog clock. So that makes any sense. So they'll cut, they'll glue in the boxes. It doesn't matter which order they put them in. Then they have to show that same time on the analog clock. For math, for small groups, we are working on missing add-ins, because when I looked at our tests that we did last week before Thanksgiving, the kids did horrible on missing add-ins. I need to do some more missing add-ins. I don't know what else to do with missing add-ins. This is the first class in a long time that has had this much difficulty with missing add-ins. They constantly want to add the two end pieces together, or just write down what the answer was. Like, she had 14 balloons, 5 of them were blue, so how many were red? So they put 14 because there's 14 balloons. And I'm like, no, 5 of them are blue. I'm gonna start getting these SAT files done because I have SAT meetings tomorrow and I need to have these done, so. Good afternoon. It is now like 3:26. We were just figuring out what we wanted to do for the last 2 weeks before we go on to Christmas break. So it'll be the week of the 3rd through the 14th. What we're planning to do for our reading. And so we're going to do like winter holidays around the world or something. But But it was funny, earlier I was cleaning out a bunch of stuff. I found this huge stack of all these colored stickers that I used to use when I used to have my books leveled by like AR levels. I think I'm gonna take them home and see if we can use them for like a garage sale or something, but I have all these stickers. I'm like, well, it's a lot of stickers. I have tons. So I'm gonna take those home. But I need to get some SAT work done, and I never actually finished. I got some of it done, and I got them all organized into file folders. Well, that one says Tuesday on it for some weird reason. Man, today was nutty. Probably was the weather. I didn't even think about that. It's been really windy today. Didn't even think about that. But yeah, they were just like kind of talkative today. But that's typical of this class. They never stop talking, so. We did the story elements thing, which I'll show you guys. And so I got that done. We got almost, I think we got all of our work done that we wanted to get done. A student ended up having cupcakes brought for their birthday. So we ended, this thing's not working at all. We ended our math, so we had to like end our math centers a little bit early so we can do the cupcakes. So I cut some little things shorter. So we did our math, we did measurement, and let me tell you, teaching kids how to estimate and then leave their estimate is like a pain. So I had so many kids that kept going back and erasing it, and I'm like, don't erase it. It's okay if it's wrong, who cares? Like, except for ones that were like the thing was like this big, and they're like, it's gonna take 14 blocks. 14 blocks, really? Like the one above it was only 5. And I only gave you 5 blocks, so what do you think? That is a pain trying to get kids to leave their guess or their estimate and not touch it. And some of them did. They were just like, yeah, oh well, I mean, you know, and I kept explaining, it's just a guess. It's all right if it's not correct. At least you were trying, you know. It was, and I'll look over and I'll see them erasing. I'm like, stop erasing, it's fine, leave it. And then I did do a thing like where I would ask, which seems kind of weird, but I would say, okay, how many of you got it actually correct? Your guess was correct. And they would raise their hand. How many of you did not? And then you can see they were hesitant, and like one would raise their hand. And I'm like, thank you for being honest about that. And then a couple others were like, oh, okay, yeah, I didn't get it right. I'm like, thank you for being honest. Like, it's okay. It's not the end of the world if you don't get it right. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to get some of this SAT stuff done. And my computer was, I guess I had it unplugged, so it ran out of charge. So I need to get that done. But I need to get these SAT things done. Try to get out of here within the next, I would like to try to get out of here in the next 15 minutes. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. But I only have 2 SAT meetings tomorrow, so I'll get those both done. One of them canceled, so I don't have to worry about that third one. They got pushed back to another day. Oh, I got to email a teacher back. Good morning. It is Wednesday, one of my favorite days because it's early release and I get to plan with my team, so that always makes me excited. Man, I have so many kids that keep giving me more and more like artwork and stuff, which is really nice, but then I end up with this like, I have nowhere to put it. So then I'm like, what do I do with this stuff? What do you do with your stuff that the kids give you? I guess I could stick it, if I had more magnets, let's see if we can find some. I could stick them like right here on the front of my filing cabinet and stuff. But yes, I have this huge mess going on that I need to get cleaned up. And I got most of my SAT work done for today. For today, I don't even know what time my SAT meetings are at. One got canceled, and they got rescheduled for next week. It's right in the middle. So I have one at 2:10, and then I have a 20-minute break, and then I have one at 2:50. And then, look at these things. These are so cute. So one of my students came in, and he was like, I got presents for you. So I had 2 boxes that had stuff inside of them. And I don't really understand what they are. This one here I think is a rock, or it's a piece of wood. It's a piece of wood. That was cute. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but they're cute. And then this one here was another piece of wood. And it has like some sparkly on the edges, and it has that big snowflake. So I really want to work on getting this desk cleaned off. That's one of my goals today. We're gonna see. I also need to get stuff planned for next week. we already have our stuff planned out, so we're gonna be doing, oh my gosh, this is the last week. I gotta do a plan with me this weekend. Also, Vlogmas is gonna like mess up my schedule, so just bear with me as it goes along. You're gonna end up like with a whole bunch of videos all at one time. That's gonna be a big old mess, and then they'll be worked out. But because I'm only gonna vlog Thursday, Friday of this week, and then that video will come up on Saturday. Then Vlogmas will start on Sunday, but technically it starts on Saturday. Those Vlogmas ones will start actually on the 2nd, so you'll get them a day later. And I don't think I'm gonna carry on with Vlogmas after that. I think I'll just go back into my regular schedule because Vlogmas takes a lot of energy and a lot of work, and I'm trying to get the Etsy store going again, trying to get all that going, so I really want to focus a little more energy in that. But it's been really hard because I've been trying to... So I've been practicing drawing on my iPad, and it's getting better, but it's definitely a little different, but I like some of the stuff about it. But I think I'm gonna end up, I'm asking for an iTunes gift card, not from you guys, but from other people, just because I want to buy Procreate. Because right now I'm using Adobe Draw and Adobe Sketch, and I have to go between the two programs all the time, and it's such a pain. And from what I understand, Procreate, you don't have to do that. You can do all your sketching, and then you can go and do all your lines and everything in color. That's what I'm looking for, but that has nothing to do with anything, so I don't know why I even brought it up. And then I don't know when the plan with me will come out. So I'll probably try to film it on Saturday, so I'll have it up on Sunday, which will be the same day that Vlogmas will start, so you'll get 2 videos on that day. And then that will do that, I think, is how I'm gonna do it. We have some more measuring, and so again, using Envision. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Envision. Some of their lessons are not too bad. This one's here is nice because they get to pick their objects that they're measuring and they measure them. And then on the inside, it asks them to measure certain things around the room. I'll do this part as a whole group. So I'll just give them like blocks and stuff, and we'll just measure things and kind of figure out what it is. And then we'll do the inside part as a small group where they can go out by themselves around the room. And my kids really enjoyed the measuring yesterday. They were like super excited about it. And we did the missing add-ins too in small groups. And I had so many kids that were saying, I love doing this stuff. I'm like, that's awesome because you need to know it. And I explained to them, like, you use this skill for the rest of your life. Finding missing add-ins is a skill you will use for the rest of your life. You will think that you don't use it. Missing add-ins is one of them because you'll never know. You might be thinking, okay, I have 3 eggs. My recipe calls for 6 eggs. I have 3. So how many more eggs do I need to buy at the store? I need to buy 3 more, which you can't buy 3 eggs. But they're going to be doing these mix-ups, and so they'll have to unscramble the words to figure out their spelling words. They're going to be doing character traits for Maria. And yesterday I did the one with, in their interactive notebook, they wrote about why they thought Maria wanted to wear her mom's ring, or whatever it was. And oh my gosh, some of their answers were so good. And then I saw, actually it was Miss Smith next door. She did something with sight words because I need to work more on sight words. So, and we have all, like, as a first grade team, we talked about it, we just don't do enough with sight words. We need to do more. I mean, I do my word of the day every day, but that's about it. Like, we don't really get a lot of time to work on sight words. And I do some at the small groups, but that's about it. Like daily 5. And so she did one where she took the sight word list that we have, and she said, okay, you guys can choose between these bottom words. And she took a piece of paper, and they folded it in half, and then they folded it in half again, and then they folded it in half going this way, and they fold it in half going this way. So then you end up with like all of these squares, and so they wrote a word in each square, and then that was their bingo card. And so then, as she called that words or names or whatever, or like sight words, they would have to find it and do it. And I was like, what a great idea. So that's what we're gonna do. It's super easy and like requires no copying at all. The kids do all the work, so, and they're writing the words and everything. So I was like, fantastic idea, I'm stealing it. But it is now 7:20, I have duty. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to my day. right, it is now 2:09, 2:10. I had a SAT meeting at 2:10, but they took another one right before that, so that way, because I had a gap between one of mine since the one that I had 3 today and the one in the middle got canceled, so they pushed mine back so that the two are together. So I'm just kind of sitting back for a few minutes while they get all that stuff figured out. No, their other one's done. So, and I just went and checked my mailbox and it was like full of stuff, so I'm trying to go through and clean it all out. Today was something else. There was at one point, the kids were like, okay, so we did Daily 5, and the group that I had at my Daily 5 that day, today was so frustrating because all they wanted to do was play and goof around. And so I got on them and I was like, no, this is ridiculous the way you guys are acting. And the rest of the class did pretty well. I mean, I had a couple little issues, but you know, they're first graders doing Daily 5, it's a big mess sometimes. Then we came back to the carpet and I explained everything to him like, this is your time to practice your reading, not to play around. So I said, and it's early release, so we need to start getting ready to do math now. So when we teach math, you need to zip your lip and stop talking while I'm talking. They were like quiet for quite a while. And then we did the front page part of it together. Then on the inside, they had to go around the room and measure things. So I gave them all like a big tub thing that was full of like connecting cubes. And I said, okay, these are your items you're measuring them in groups. So do you and your group go around and do all this stuff? It was a madhouse. They were everywhere. They were like, rah, 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 rah. And I was like, okay, you guys are too loud. Okay, you guys are too loud. I was just like, whatever. So I just stood over on the side and I was like, it's almost time for lunch. I couldn't even be quiet. They were so loud. I was like, you know what? They're learning, whatever. I just had to embrace it and just let it go because otherwise I would have been fighting with them the whole time. But they were so loud. Someone came in here, they would have been like, what is going on in here? They're measuring. It was horrible. Then we had specials all afternoon, and so then we came back afterwards and got done. We actually got all of our lesson plans done today, so that was awesome because usually we don't, and we're like stressing trying to get everything done. So I need to get those printed. Actually, I'm gonna print them right now. And I got my paperwork and everything for graduation, so I'm gonna be graduating on the 13th. So, but then I have to get ready to go back into my other meeting in a few minutes, and I'll come back and talk to you guys. Alright, so, whoa, hit the button. SAT meetings are done. And right now, I'm going to go ahead and get some stuff cleaned up because I didn't get a lot done and I have no idea if we have our professional development training that we're supposed to have tomorrow because like we do it like every 2 weeks, but we haven't done it in a while, so I'm hoping it doesn't happen because I didn't get any copies made today that I wanted to because I had these meetings. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that, but I'm also going to go ahead and close out. So I hope you like what you saw. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on all my social medias listed down below. If you would like to buy me a coffee, the link for the coffee account is all the way down at the bottom of my description. And until next time, please don't forget to always be you. Bye.